Hi, welcome to TNF. Over the last 24 hours, Man United have announced that they have appointed a new football and technical director. So this is a reaction video. Let's take a look at what exactly United have announced and whether it looks good and looks positive for the future. Firstly, scrolling through, we see that Manchester United is pleased to announce the promotion of John Murtough to football director, Darren Fletcher to technical director, two new roles that will further strengthen the club's footballing operations. All right. So it says that John will have overall leadership and responsibility for operations and strategy across all football functions, which means that he will also be in charge of the academy. And his recent work with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is promising. Darren Fletcher will work closely with John to add technical input and direction into the football and performance areas. All right. And it also says John will work day to day with Ole to align recruitment and other strategies to ensure that the first team has the best in class operation support that needs to succeed. Fair enough. Here we see that Matt Judge will also report to John with a new title. Okay, so Matt Judge also gets a promotion to be the director of football negotiations. And yeah, rest of the article just explains about the roles and what each of the individuals said regarding their promotion. Now, here is my issue with this new development. First thing is that Matt Judge hasn't been a popular figure amongst Man United fans, and I have to say that the resentment that United fans have towards Matt Judge is pretty justified. This was the person who said that Bruno Fernandes was not worth the 50 million and held back from signing Bruno Fernandes in the summer of 2019. United did eventually go for him in the January transfer window, but then that was partly out of desperation and looked like fan service. But we can't exactly complain right now because Man United fans have probably one of the best players to play for United for the last 4 or 5 years. Another thing here I need to add is that over the last 2 years, Ole and Ed Woodward have been appointing ex-United players as prominent for prominent roles in the backroom staff. This included Michael Carrick as the assistant coach, Nicky Butt in charge of the academy, and now Darren Fletcher as the technical director. While I have no issue with this all also seems like they're giving jobs to their friends in the sense that I'd rather have a qualified individual take over the job than an ex-United player. Just because you played for United and were a good player for United does not mean that you'll be a good technical director. I'd rather have a person who's worked with other clubs in similar roles, who has a proven track record of taking teams, building teams, rebuilding teams, being my technical director or Man United's technical director, than an ex-player. Well, Fletcher does deserve the chance to prove his worth over the next few years, but going by the fact that these are crucial times for United where we cannot afford further slip ups when it comes to team development, I think this could turn out to be a rookie mistake appointing a person with minimal experience like Darren Fletcher for a very technical role. And another thing is Matt Judge. So Matt Judge is not a popular figure, as I said before, and this has partly to do with the fact that United have always bottled negotiations. United all have a trait where they take 3-4 weeks to start negotiating and usually take 2 months to complete a deal. This is what we saw in the 2019 transfer window, the window in which Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire were signed. They seem like as unrealistic and as unlikely it may seem, they seem to be just working on one deal at a time because they took around 4 weeks to complete the signing of Maguire and then 4 more weeks to complete the signing of Aaron Bissaka. But the transfer window is just 2 months long, and if you spend 2 months of the transfer window negotiating with teams, you're not going to have much time selling or buying other players because United did have a lot of deadwood in 2019 and still do have a lot of deadwood in their squad. And selling deadwood does take considerable amount of time because the likes of Phil Jones, the likes of Marcus Rojo are on extremely high wages, and trying to convince clubs to take them off our hands for similar wages, or trying to convince the players to take a wage cut, is difficult and is time consuming. So I do not understand why Matt Judge has got a promotion to be the chief negotiator, because he's clearly not done a good job at his role over the last 24 months. This to me seems like blatant fan service. United fans have forever complained about the need of a technical director, a buffer between Ole and Ed Woodward, who is better at the football side of things, because Ed Woodward's shown that he's more of a financial guy than a footballing guy. So and he's done a brilliant job on the financial side, because United have a strong have showed us on a strong source of revenue. So let Ed Woodward take care of the financial side, and let a technical director or a footballing director take care of the footballing side. Well, this seems like fan service, because one thing is that Ole in his press conference said that this is what the role that Darren Fletcher has is more like a formality, because he's been doing the same. He's been handling the same responsibilities over the last 3-4 months since he's been here. So this goes on to say that are these new appointments, are these new directors are going to be just more puppets under Ed Woodward? As a United fan myself, I would hope not. I would hope that these actually have power behind the scenes, have a lot of uh, influence, and make sure that their opinions are heard by Ed Woodward, because there's a very crucial transfer window coming up. So United need offensive and defensive reinforcements in multiple areas, and in a COVID-stricken market with revenues on the low, it's going to be a difficult time uh, negotiating, because clubs would want a lot of money for their players, and Man United, as rich and as wealthy the club they are, might not have the financial means to afford a lot of world class players. So this does look like a promising move. This does look like a positive move, where United have finally done what other clubs have been doing for a long, long time, or other big clubs. They finally look like they want to step into the modern era of football. But we we still need to see how effective this is gonna be, how useful this is gonna be. Uh, I think all things will reveal their true colors over the next 12 months, when United end the season and enter the transfer window. Uh, we need to still see proof that these aren't just namesake roles, but these are actually technical roles, effective roles that are actually influencing the team behind the scenes and the performance of the teams. So yes, it's a massive step. It's a big step that United have taken, and I'm sure fans welcome the change. But we still need to see we still need to see whether these are effective changes, or these are just blatant positions who are just going to be puppets under Edward Wood. So this is just a quick update on the recent developments in the last 24 hours. Uh, like the video, subscribe, comment what you feel about these appointments, whether you like them, whether you don't, and don't forget to follow our Twitter account, which is at TN Football, spelled with two zeros. All right then, thank you, and I'll see you again with for another video. Bye bye.